Welcome to Little by Little, a short time in God's Word. Today, January 22nd, and we are going through, at this point, the book of Job. Now, just some thoughts on Job, just to add to what we've already looked at earlier. As you go through the book over the next number of days here, you might get to the place and point as you're reading that you're like, man, this is just the same stuff, or it's depressing, or just hard to really see some good application there. And so what I want to do as we go here in chapter 12 through 14, Job is talking. And what happens when Job talks is he's at one hand trying to respond to his friends, but on the other side, he's really trying to get the attention of the Lord, right? Like he's trying to keep in mind that in spite of all that's going on, God's still there, God's still in control, and it's almost like he's reminding himself, maybe his friends, that he still believes, he still trusts. And so it's a really interesting book. And so whether you're going through something or not, the way in which you read it and just have that understanding of who God is really matters in and for our lives. So Job here in chapter 12, he's talking, he says, no doubt you're the people and wisdom will die with you. He's like talking to his friends, like, yeah, you think you're all that. But I have understanding as well. I'm not inferior. Who does not know such things as these? And so, just a thought here on how we interact with one another and give advice. You know what? Advice is fine, but let's just be careful. Why? Because, especially for the one going through it, they're the one going through it, right? The friends aren't going through what Job's going through, but they seem to have all the answers. And so he's kind of like, really? And so he goes through all these things in the chapter about what God is doing. In chapter 13, he says, behold, my eye has seen all this, my ear has heard and understand it. What you know, I also know. I'm not inferior to you. But here's the thing, verse 3. I would speak to the Almighty, and I desire to argue my case with God. As for you, you whitewash with lies, worthless physicians are you all. Oh, that you would keep silent and obey to wisdom. And so he talks to them about how they're talking for God. And he really simply just wants to talk to the Lord. And he's going to go into chapter 14 about how, hey, we're all going to die, right? And so really it matters how we all live. So hopefully those are some thoughts, some things for you to think through, to walk through as you read, and put yourself in the place of Job or on the friends and back and forth as the book goes, and really seeking to remember that God is in control and he's sovereign over all things. So keep trusting, keep hoping. Till next time, keep growing little by little.